Hi guys, it is Blair here, and I thought that I would make a video today. I see that a lot of people at the moment are making videos all through the week, mainly to celebrate their channel turning a certain age, or just, some random insight into people's lives. So I thought I would try and challenge myself and at least make a couple of vlogs this week, and because I haven't been around very much, and yeah, I've read some interesting books so far, and I'm here to do a review on Prom and Prejudice by Elizabeth Eulberg today. Now, as you can probably gather, it is a Pride and Prejudice retelling set in the modern day world. I believe it really is very close to the plot of Pride and Prejudice. I haven't read the original, as some people may know. I know I haven't read it, but I have it to read, which my little reward for finishing this book, it was obviously to be able to read the original. So this book, it hits very close to the original, apparently, for what I've heard. And I have started watching the BBC series in 1995 with Colin Firth, I believe. I know it's kind of a crime to be reading all these retellings and watching the show without actually having read the book itself, but I was just curious as to how close this really was, and from watching the first episode and reading this book and reading the last book that I've read, I think it's very close. It's just that it is set. It has modern day settings, of course it has cell phones, it's set in a private boarding school, I believe, and yeah. But the premise is pretty much still the same, and it journeys along the lines of Lizzie's relationship with Mr. Darcy, as well as James and Charles. My heavens. Charles, and we also get to see Caroline and Lydia and Charlotte, and of course George Wickham, who I met in a previous book. So I can't exactly tell you guys nothing that people obviously don't already know about the book Pride and Prejudice. So it's, like I said, it pretty much follows the same story, just set in the modern setting. And I loved it. I really did. I really enjoyed this book. I thought, much like I did when I went to Wickham's Diary, that it would be a bit hard to get into, but it was slow to begin with, but not like a snail crawl slow. It was just the right pace, I guess, when it sped up a bit. And when I got into it, I really got into it, and I am totally in love with Mr. Darcy. That just had to happen. I know I like Wickham too for his personality, but yeah, getting to know Mr. Darcy, even in a modern day setting, was quite enjoyable. And I really love Elizabeth Bennet, and in here she kind of annoyed me a little bit. I think it's just her headstrong personality. Sometimes I was like, oh my god, just can you stop being so judgmental? But that is the point of the book, and I have learned a lot about Prejudice from this book. I mean, my understanding of Prejudice was a bit rocky, but from reading this book I've actually learned what it means. And I know I'm slow, but I think if I can learn from a book, that's a good experience. I love the characters, even though they are based off characters that already exist in other works of fiction, a lot of works of fiction. But I think Elizabeth Eulberg did it in a really great way. I love her style of writing. It's very easy to read, very smooth, and I like all the little intricate details that she added into it. And I love that even though this book is about prom, it's not the primary focus. What the primary focus is, I believe, is the progression and the relationships between each of the characters and how that dynamic works, and that kind of bantering between Darcy and Elizabeth, even though I guess you could call it flirting in some senses. Mostly during the end. Of course, when we start the book, it's a different story. But I really like the characters in this book, and I I probably would recommend this to anyone because I said in my written review, that this book could stand by itself as well, and I believe that because if I had no intention of reading Pride and Prejudice, I would still really just believe that this book could stand by itself in that respect, because I don't think I would have to read it. I mean, I would like to, and I think I should, and people will probably say, hey, that's a crime too, you should read it before you read anything else. But if I was never going to ever read it, I would be happy to just stick with this book, especially if I'm a bit scared of reading classics, or if I just want to dip into the life, or the, how would I say it? Not the life, but the influences of the novel, I would probably dip into this first. So that, I definitely give this 4.5 stars. I really love the cover too. It's very simple. And I thought that it would be really awkward reading a book like this because it's horribly made. It's just terrible. But I got through it and I love this book. And I'm definitely going to be adding this to my keep shelf. And I'm actually interested in reading other books by Elizabeth Eulberg. So I think she has written 2 other ones. I know Take a Bow came out this year. And The Lonely Hearts Club. So if you guys have read those books and would like to let me know what you thought of them, please do, because I'm interested in reading another of Elizabeth's books. And yeah, I like it. So that is my thoughts review. Mainly thoughts, I think, would be the answer for this review, book thoughts. Okay, so basically after today, well, hopefully, I will be being taught how to use the editing software, so you won't be hearing me ramble on like this. But I have a few ideas of what I would like to do for the rest of the week. Obviously, tomorrow and Wednesday are going to be shorter videos because I have TAFE and studying and things like that. But I'm going to try and do a few book-related things as well as a few life-related things. I do have a video planned for one bookshelf tour to start with. But if you guys want to let me know how you would rather me conduct that, because I'm happy to do it right now, let me know, because I go full steam ahead and I don't really think about what other people would like sometimes. So I really like your feedback, because that is what I'm here for. If you have read Prom and Prejudice, please let me know what your thoughts are. I have read some Goodreads reviews and they all seem to feel the same way as I do, which makes me feel a little bit easier, a little bit relaxed, I guess, in going towards reading the actual original. I don't know why it freaks me out so much. I just think it's the whole stereotype of reading a classic that just scares people, and it scares me too, but I'm so looking forward to it. I'm so excited. I don't think I've been excited for a book like this for a while, and I think my partner wants to kind of stuff something in my mouth because I'm always talking about it. I'm always talking about Pride and Prejudice and this book and the book I've read and the BBC series, and how badly I want to start reading the original. So guys, this is Prom and Prejudice, and that is my thoughts on the book. And if you guys have any feedback about how I should conduct my reviews, or any ideas of videos you'd like me to make, please let me know. I would love your feedback. So thank you guys for watching, and bye.